Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Coach Ekong. I'm a certified fitness coach and nutritionist of over 10 years. Today, we'll be diving into the Daisy Keech Hourglass workout. What I'd like to do today is I want to explain the premise and details of the workout, as well as exploring the biggest reasons most people, aren't seeing a change in their waistline and what to start doing right now to see immediate results. So, who is Daisy Keech? Let's talk about it. Daisy Keech is an American fitness model, TikTok star, and social media influencer. She first rose to fame on Instagram due to her fitness post. Daisy co-founded the Hype House, which is a TikTok collective and physical house where some of the app's top influencers collaborate on content. So what I want to do is I want to kind of dive deeper into this exercise and really the interest in it, because a lot of people are really adamant about doing this workout. So I want to dive into it. So what is a 10-minute hourglass workout? Specifically, it's 9 core exercises done laying on your back, where each movement has to be done for 60 seconds. All this happens with minimal breaks in between each of the exercises. So what I wanted to do is kind of break down each of the 9 exercises for people who aren't familiar, just so you have an idea. Okay, so the first one is basic crunches. The way Daisy does it is she's on her back. She's on her back for all of these, but she's on her back and she basically elevates her knees on this movement with her legs crisscrossed, and she basically lifts her back off the ground with her legs elevated. So she's doing a crunch, but it's kind of a crunch with her legs elevated. The second movement is bicycle kicks. Her knees to her elbows in a bicycle motion, where it's right elbow touching her left knee and vice versa. The third one is going to be jackknives. The way she does this is she basically lifts her right hand and touches her left foot by lifting both at the same time and meeting kind of in the center of her body. The Russian twists are next, and what she does on that is she elevates her feet and then she kind of twists with her upper body side to side, kind of the way you would do like a twisting crunch, but she kind of just touches each side, close to her hip area, back and forth, while keeping her feet elevated. And then the next is, she calls them toe taps, but essentially it's heel taps, because what she's doing on her back is she's lifting her legs and then she's tapping her heels with her knees slightly bent. She's doing one leg at a time, so she'll let her right leg drop while her left leg is still elevated, and then she'll bring her right leg back up to where her left leg is. So for the bicycle crunches, what she does is she has her left leg on top of her right thigh, right? So she's kind of sitting in a way. So if you were sitting down in a chair and you were to cross your legs, you kind of fold your, let's say in this position, or in this example, you're folding your left leg on top of your right leg. She's doing that in a sense on the ground. She just has her foot on her thigh in like a folded position, and she's lifting herself up and touching her right elbow to her left knee. The next movement is scissor kicks, but it is important to note that she doesn't do what I would deem the traditional scissor kicks. Her scissor kicks, instead of going vertically, where your legs are parallel, going up and down, parallel to each other, her scissor kicks are where your legs are going over and under each other in a horizontal movement. The next movement is reverse crunches. On this, you have your hands under your butt and you elevate your legs towards your chest, and then you just lift your back at the very end of the movement to where your lower back is lifting off the ground. And lastly, butterfly kicks. Her butterfly kicks are basically her feet extended out in front of her, while of course on her back, hands palms down, and she's kind of fluttering her legs. What's interesting or unique about this movement is she's doing it in like 3-part levels. She'll do a flutter kind of close to the ground, she'll do a flutter midway, and then a flutter kind of above herself, and she'll kind of go back and forth in 3 stages, from lower to mid to high to high to mid to lower. Most people want to know, okay, so how many calories does a 10-minute ab workout burn? On average, A female weighing about 140 pounds would burn an estimated 70 calories doing this workout. If you're a male and you weigh about 185 pounds, on average, you roughly burn about 86 calories. Now, can ab workouts give you abs? This is a good question. Because you're already born with abs, ab workouts technically cannot give you abs. However, the right diet in combination with consistent core exercises will make your abs more visible. And I think that's what people mean when they say it'll give you abs. So your abs will be more visible, but it will be due to a diet correlating with core exercises to detail certain parts of your stomach. For me, if you're not a beginner, I suggest doing abs about 3 to 5 times a week. I think it's still valuable. You'll still get a lot of, you'll still see a lot of change in your core. If you have the intention of trying to go 7 days a week, my suggestion is choose the other 2 or 3 days and make the core exercises less direct and more like a yoga styled exercise. So I would say like more yoga as opposed to like your common sit-up and crunches that are intentional. Do things that'll basically stabilize the abs as your other 2 or 3 days. So how can someone make their waistline smaller? The easiest way to do it, the key to do it, is to work your transverse abs. How you do that is you first line your stomach, you place your hands underneath your shoulders, and then you push up your torso so that your back is tight and there's like a pulling or stretching feeling in your abdomen. Hold that position for up to a minute, just 60 seconds, and then also feel free to like keep adjusting your hands back towards your hips just to get a deeper stretch in your abs. So a lot of people want to know, are abs the hardest muscle to build? Depending on your genetics and your body type, I would say most people put abs as the most difficult. Not only because it's socially appealing to everyone who kind of meets you for the first time. I mean, eyes normally go directly to your midsection, but because it's immediately correlated with like what you eat, you could be bloated. I would say it's the hardest muscle to build because there's so many changes around your midsection. So what foods can slim your waistline? The top foods for me that I can say I see a lot of value for my clients have been blueberries, specifically green tea, avocados, and yogurt. So what are 2 keys for a flatter stomach since we're talking about core? Me personally, I recommend soluble fibers. Some of my favorites are black beans, pears, and Brussels sprouts. On that note, you also want to eat foods that are rich in monounsaturated fatty acids. Those are foods or snacks like unsalted nuts such as almonds, cashews, and peanuts, and then olives. And then just another tip, you have to stay away from refined carbs. A lot of people tell you that, but it's very true. Things like bagels, waffles, and pastries, as well as breakfast cereals, you want to limit, if not, totally eliminate from your diet altogether. So with that being said, those are the main things that I wanted to discuss in this video. Please let me know if you have any more questions. I'll be happy to answer those. Just comment below. But hopefully you gained some new knowledge. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And gotta hit that notification button, that notification bell, so that you get all my new videos. But as always, my name is Coach Ekong, and this is Life Change Inc. That's what we do, change lives. All right, y'all be good.